So there's lots of names for insert windows. You'll hear pocket windows, you'll hear replacement windows, you'll hear insert windows, and then obviously you'll hear full frame. Depending on the contractor that comes into your house, they're going to sometimes push you one way or the other. A lot of the bigger companies are going to push you towards full frame window replacement. Again, traditionally full frame window replacement, what that's going to require is that's going to require the removal of the trim from the inside and the outside. The window itself is taken right down to stud. And then basically what ends up happening is new windows put in. A lot of people will refer to full frame as new construction windows. The new window gets put in, and then basically it gets sealed up, clad again on the outside with exterior trim, and then new interior trim is put in. Again, it's a great solution for a lot of homeowners. And what that does is that keeps your window to the original size. So it utilizes the full opening just like your old window. And essentially what it does is you put another window exactly the same size in. You don't lose any glass viewing area. And at the end of the day, you've got, a nice fit install. Again, if you get the right companies, they'll properly flash the bottom of the window. They'll properly foam. So again, there's a lot of pluses to having a full frame installation on your windows. The interesting thing is, I think what's called the pocket or the insert or the replacement, I think it gets a bad vibe. People talk about it and say, hey, it's negative. They're not taking out your window. They're just popping a window in your old frame, and then you're off to the races. A lot of the times what I'll tell my clients is the old wood windows, so the original make of the vinyl windows or the fiberglass windows were actually made to go into old wood window frames. Essentially what happens is instead of taking off your exterior trim and stripping the window all the way down to the frame, what traditionally happens is that frame gets cleaned out from the wood window. So the sashes come out, all the mechanics and everything kind of get pulled out, and you're left with the old frame. And then what happens is the new pocket or replacement window fits in that old frame. You seal that up, again with foam insulation. You still have the ability to be replacing any old rotted wood on the frames, any old rotted wood on the jambs or the sills or things like that. And then it's usually clad on the outside to give you a really nice looking finish on the outside. Some of the benefits to this is affordability. Again, depending on what you're looking at doing, as you can imagine, if we're not pulling off the inside trim, if you're not going all the way down the stud, there's some affordability benefits to the replacement window. Some of the other benefits is, again, if you didn't have any issues with air infiltration from the old windows, we can put in a nice new replacement window. We can seal it up properly. And again, from a performance standpoint, it performs fantastic. If the job's done properly, either way, it should solve what you needed it to solve.